What's going on? It's Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks, and I'm going to break down some things today that I want y'all to understand. As you know, a lot of stuff is happening in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I feel like I'm not going to kick a man down regardless of what he's been through. That's not what I do. So if you think you're gonna hear me talk about Puffy, not on my podcast. I might do it on somebody else's podcast if I'm asked a question. I might do it, but not on Connected Dots. We're not gonna do that here. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna break down buck breaking because that's what's going on. Really, it's a form of buck breaking happening. And all it does is it puts in the mindset to make the guys that's up and coming scared. It makes us, boom, not want to do things or not want to try things. And I give you an example, America, of what I mean. What I mean by buck breaking. Okay, for example, okay, when we first started this thing called hip hop, it was about love. There was no money needed. It wasn't about money. It was about being heard, doing it for fun, doing it for the love. Soon as the money came in, hip hop changed. Money changed hip hop, not cultures. Money changed hip hop. The powers to be saw that there was money in hip hop. So what did they do? They wanted a piece of the action. So of course, in order to get the piece of the action, they had to put people in place to see what hip hop was about because they didn't know what it was about. They heard about it, but they didn't know exactly what hip hop was about. You get what I'm saying? They didn't know. And to this day, they might know a little bit. So they put these things called informants in, right? So the go report, come back to them, etc., etc. So what do people do? And to get close, they put somebody in a company to see what's going on with the company and see how they make money. So the powers that be made money and seen that it was good. And also told you, you can't do this, this, and this, and this. And then we'll give you that. You can't do this, and this, and this, and this. We'll give you an advance. Now the powers that be seemed that hip hop was a fad. They wanted to get out. And now that they're getting out, they want to ruin it for everybody else to where they don't want hip hop to be around anymore. You know how you ruin something? You start from the top and make everything crumble. Look at Death Row Records. Yeah, Snoop Dogg has it, but it still ain't the same than how it was in the 90s. You put Suge in jail. Now you got Puffy in jail. All the big name companies, just like Murder Inc., you put Supreme in jail. So like I said before, the government, and I'll say it again because this is the main issue. The government is the reason why hip hop is messed up today. They wanted to use us as pawns, make money, play us as puppets, and then now they didn't want any parts of it anymore. Now they're going to try to destroy it. You know how you destroy something? You take your idols, who's on the top of the game, and you make examples of your idols. And once you make example of your idols, guess what? Nobody don't want to do nothing no more. You get what I'm saying? So that's just how the game is. The game is all about your idols. And it's sad that as I see it coming down and people be like, what are you talking about, Lou? What are you talking about, Duquan? Look at the bigger picture. Don't just look at what's in front of you. Look at the whole picture. The key is they want to eliminate hip hop completely. And the way you eliminate hip hop completely is you take away the biggest stars, get them out of the way, get them out of the picture to where hip hop is just a little small fad to where nobody don't want to do nothing no more. And that's my take. So look at the bigger picture. Don't look at the brothers that's getting thrown in jail because people go to jail every day. Look at the bigger picture. Why is this really happening? Why? That's all I gotta say. You feel what I'm saying? And that's real talk, real words. So I also want to say rest in peace to Tito Jackson. You know what I'm saying? From the Jackson 5. He was very instrumental with the Jackson 5 doing the hits that they did back in the day. I didn't even know that Tito was sick, so they hit it really well. And like I said, my condolences to the Jacksons. And I just hate, damn, another one lost, man. We losing too many of our heroes. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about on my next show or shows that's coming about. But right now, I want to give flowers. Everybody, I want to give flowers to Teddy Riley. And you know why Teddy deserved the flowers? Because really, in all fairness, he was the first to do hip hop and R&B and make hits. You know what I mean? People say Marley. No, 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 no. Now when I look at it, it was Teddy. Teddy and Marley, okay, you could say neck to neck. I say both of them. But Teddy doesn't never get talked about. He started the new Jack Swing era. You know what I'm saying? He made R&B. He changed the sound of R&B. Remember the Time by Michael Jackson? Teddy did it. The SWV song right here? Teddy did it. Come on, man. Teddy did some joints. Everything Guy, Everything Blackstreet, some of Keith Sweat's. Teddy, all day. Oh, you want to talk about hip hop? He did The Show. Yeah, Lottie Dottie, The Show. That with Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, he did that. You want to talk about hip hop? Let's talk about Queen Pen, that song he did. You know what I mean? You want to talk about hip hop? We got our own thing, Heavy D. I Get the Job Done by Kane. Come on, he did some stuff. Teddy did some things. Kumo D, How You Like Me Now, and Wild Wild West. I can keep going on, but TR deserves that credit. Harlem Stand Up. You know what I mean? Teddy Riley deserves them flowers, man. Teddy did some things. That new Jack Swing era was tough. It was tough. You know what I mean? It was tough. He knew exactly what he was doing. He changed the sound. He changed the game. Bobby Brown, My Prerogative. Oh, he did that too. Come on. So let's give flowers to Teddy Riley. You know what I mean? Let's give flowers to Teddy. And let's give flowers to Salt and Pepper. And the reason why I want to give flowers to Salt and Pepper, because everything a woman is doing right now is Salt and Pepper. It's not Little Kim. It's not none of your icons. Salt and Pepper, period. From the cut up jeans, to the spandex that y'all wear, to the dye in your hair, to the parts, everything. They did that way back in the 80s. Big earrings, small earrings, Salt and Pepper deserves that credit. Not just musically, but I'm talking about fashion for women, black women, urban. They don't never get talked about. And Spinderella too. I got to throw you in there too, Spin, because you was a part of the crew. I don't care what they say. You was a part of the crew. And you was dressed fly. And I had a little crush on you back then, but that was back then. But like I said before, Salt and Pepper deserves the credit and the flowers for how y'all dressing. I'm telling you, they changed the game with a lot of stuff, with a lot of gear that they wore. And they would, you know, they had dope, so they icon musically icons. But I'm talking about fashion icons. You know, you could throw Mary in the mix. You can throw J-Lo in the mix as far as fashion icons, Madonna. Those people, those are the trendsetters. You know what I mean? But to me, Salt and Pepper first. Then they come right after the Salt and Pepper umbrella. You know what I mean? Because Salt and Pepper, I'm telling you, you go back, look at the 80s. You're going to be like, yo, that's the same haircut. Look at the same dye. Look at the parts, the cut up jeans, the spandex. They made everything look good. So flowers to Salt and Pepper. Also, yo, I hope y'all going to check out that MC Lyte album. I'm telling you, it's a problem. It's a problem. So check out MC Lyte. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that that everybody's coming back, the old cats, putting out some good music. There's some music, but there's some music that's, slamming. So check out MC Light's album. I believe it's called One of One. I think that's what it's called. So check it out on all platforms. MC Light, yes. You know what I mean? That's what's up. So I love talking about certain things because I like to connect the dots and the dots that I like to connect. I also want to say, yo, peace to my man Sal. You know what I mean? What's good, man? What's good, brother? You know what I mean? Peace to my man Frank Wizard. You know what I mean? From Philly. Philly Frank. What's good? How you doing? You know what I mean? I want to say what's up to Ock the Barber. You know how we do? I want to say what's up to my man Ox Delight out there. You know what I mean? Chilling in San Antonio, Texas. What's good? Patrick Price. Blackheart Tees. What's good, brother? You know what I mean? So I just want to give a shout out to the people down south. My man D Training. You know what I mean? What's good, brother? You know what I mean? So I'm just giving my little shout outs that I got to do. Big Docs on the West Coast. What's good? My brother Juice on the West Coast. My man Corey Drums. My cousin out there on the West Coast. And yo, Corey Frames. I'm watching you, cuzzo, out there in PA. And my cousin Carlos, Omar, Mike Williams. You know how we do. So anyway, I'm going to get off this podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I'm saying, it's cool. If you feeling what I'm feeling, leave a comment. I like to hear comments. I like to hear what people saying and what people thinking, because that's what I do. And this is Connected Dots. And I am Duquan Hicks, a.k.a. Lou Icewater, a.k.a. you know what it is. One.